Hey to everyone who's checking out this video. I decided I want to start this little project. Thought it'd be kind of fun. Maybe I'll give a little brief explanation. So before I get into what these are specifically, I think this had to have been 2 Christmases ago, so Christmas of 2021. I was stuck at home due to the pandemic, and my mom bought her and I and some of my family members paint by numbers, the ones that all live in the same area together. And so we all made paint by numbers. This is probably a piece of art that was stolen by some artist, and then someone on Amazon was selling it. So all credits to the original artist for this, but I had a really great time painting this. I took some liberties because I had some extra paint, added some little details, and I was really happy with this. So flash forward, I was kind of interested in looking at another one because I've been working on trying to be more creative in like the physical matter, not just digitally. And because of that, I want to find something kind of K-pop related because I have a lot of art on my walls and I have a lot of cool posters and stuff. I was hoping that there would be a site or like some Amazon listings that already have them, but all you can really find on there is the diamond painting art with BTS. And while that would work, that's not really what I was looking for. I wanted something that was NCT or ATEEZ or, you know, a group that I really enjoy and stan. And since I've pretty much decided at this point that NCT is my old group and then ATEEZ are like secondary old, I had 2 images in my head that I wanted to get done in a paint by numbers. So I'll show you those now. So this first one, you'll probably be able to tell, and then I'll show the paint and the little guide and stuff. And, you know, we'll go on this journey of painting this. So the first one, if you can tell from just the line, it's Taeyong from the 2 Baddies video when he puts his, like, eyeball staff up to his eye and sticks his tongue out. I liked that photo so much, so I found a high-quality, like, screen capture of it on Pinterest, and then sent that image into the Amazon seller for them to make this paint by numbers. And I ordered 2. I had 2 images in my head, but I ordered 2 especially because I wanted my free shipping, and each of them were $17. So together it was about 35 plus tats and stuff. But this one, this one that I chose the image, the concept photo from Perfume of Jaehyun when he's in his woody concept, and the whole image is very like red toned. He has that sweater on. So I chose that one because I was kind of curious. It wasn't as high quality of an image, so I was kind of curious how they would interpret it. You can see they did a pretty good job, I think. There's a lot of little numbers in here that are scary looking to me. And I think in honor of Taeyong having a comeback this week, tomorrow I believe, I'm going to start with his. And that'll be my focus this week, is trying to get this one done. But it'll take a while because he also has thousands of little numbers all over him. So I do believe there'll be some spots that I'm just going to wind up merging into another color. So we can then look at the paints. So when you submit an image, I think it has up to like 30 colors or something that they can do. They posterize the image and then generate the colors for you. So that's where these little packets come in. And in here, they give you a couple brushes, which I think they'll work, but I do have other brushes at my house too. They also give you all the paints, and they give you the little number stickers, so you actually go in and you'd add the number stickers based on this chart. And then you can even see, this is the image that I chose that I sent to them. And then in this chart itself, let me unfold it. And these actually prove to be more useful than you think. So in this chart itself, they actually give you like a paper copy. Good focus, there we go. In this chart itself, they give you a paper copy. So, you know, if you accidentally go over a line, or you don't quite finish coloring something, or there's like an edge that you missed, you can at least refer back and remember what color it was. So yes, that is the photo that I chose for that one. And I figured I would test it out because I've been wanting to do another paint by numbers. So what better way to test it out than to make one that I could put up on my wall? Because the Grogu Baby Yoda one that I have is in my wall usually. It sits in my kitchen. So I like having the art. And then this is the one for Jaehyun's. So you can see the image that I sent. And you can even kind of see how they posterized it. I know it's going to be hard to see because it's a super small image. Then I did also think it was interesting because they have you put the images that you want in, and then you just scale them up to the canvas size. And I was assuming because the canvas is a vertical canvas when you order on Amazon, that's how you were going to get the image. So I thought it was kind of interesting that they took the Taeyong image, and I guess maybe they looked at the original dimensions of it, and they decided it would be better across instead of having it scaled up bigger. And yeah, then these are all the paints for his, with all the stickers on them. He needed 30, Taeyong only needed 29, but he actually technically had 31 because he actually had 2 of this number 9 color. And I think that's just because like these big areas have a lot of number 9, so they want to just cover you for that. And I have found with these kits, most of the time you do wind up having extra color. I'm pretty sure if I search hard enough, I could find my extra color from when I painted Grogu. So if I needed like any browns or anything, then I could also grab those out. And then other than that, you guys might be interested if you're looking at any one of these. I put mine over a canvas. So I bought the paint by numbers. If you guys are interested, I could put the link to the seller, but I'll do that once I test out Taeyong's. Because if it seems like it's a good paint by numbers, the paint is good, I'll link it. If not, there's other sellers on Amazon, so maybe in the future I'll try one of them. But anyways, I bought them. They came folded and flat. Or no, rolled and flat. Which is why they have like multiple lines of creasing, because it was just rolled over this little tube. So with my Grogu one, because I was home for the holidays at the time, or I was home just in general, and it was the holidays, this one did not come on a canvas either. But my aunt, who is super artsy and has all these extra canvases, found canvases that at her house that matched all of our paint by numbers sizes, and she gave us them. So you know, we were all in the bubble with each other, and so she brought canvases over one day for dinner, and we stretched our paint by numbers over them, used the little thumbtacks to get them tacked in, and then it gives you like a really solid surface to paint on, so you're not trying to deal with like how do I mount this, how do I display this. And then once it's done, it's super easy to just hang it up. The only thing that you gotta do, and you don't even have to do it, but you probably would want to paint the edge of the canvas. Now, in all fairness to me, and to you guys as well, my Grogu one had set unpaint on the edge for 2 years, or I guess a year and a half. And I just recently pulled out a black Sharpie and just Sharpied in the side because I couldn't be bothered pulling out paint at the time. But I do think if I do go back in with some black paint on these, I might use any extras and paint the rest of that edge. But yeah, that is that. I was considering starting the painting in here. And I might do a little bit, but I think most of this, it's going to be like a mixture of me doing a check-in to show you the progress, some painting in this office space, and then probably a lot more just painting when I'm watching TV at night, watching YouTube, enjoying content in my living room, so I'm not just locked away in this office and my cats are upset that I'm not out there. So I just want to give you guys a little overview look at this. I'm gonna probably start painting the Taeyong one in the living room, and then I think tomorrow night I'll film another clip and we'll kind of get like a check-in onto where that's at, and then maybe I'll paint some more on camera, and then we'll see where we're at from there and kind of get a feel for how many more days it's gonna take. I'm hoping I can get Taeyong's done by the end of this week, and then I can start Jaehyun's after that. But these might wind up being 2 different videos, just because I would like to get one of them up to you guys so you can see it while I'm doing the other one. So yeah, that is it for right now. The next clip you're gonna get is gonna be the check-in on where the Taeyong paint by numbers is at, and probably a little bit of paint by numbers on camera if you guys like that. So I will see you then. Bye. Hello, it's the next day. This is the second clip, and this is how far I've gotten so far on the Taeyong paint by numbers. So I think I took about 4 hours on this, but you know, I feel like it's actually pretty good progress. So thought I could show you it, do some more painting. I have some water over here, got the brushes, and I did use their brushes. They worked out pretty well. And I think I'm gonna paint at least 1 or 2 colors. You can see some of the colors are a little bit patchy, and it's easy enough, especially with the little guide that they give you, to figure out what colors you painted there so you can go back over it later. But I'd rather get like 1 layer on everything and then go over and do little details, unless there's something super obvious, like, you know, might cover up this number that's still visible and stuff. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a color, or at least paint 1 color, and then I'll paint some more of this off camera. So let's see what I have, what I want to do. I think especially for the positioning stuff, I don't want to do one that's like a lighter color, I'd rather do a darker one. So maybe we'll do, we could do 7, seeing a bit of 7, oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I guess I should talk a little bit about the album, because this is the day that Taeyong's album has released. In all honesty, I've been at work all day, just got off, came home, made dinner, now I'm painting this and filming this clip, so I really haven't had a good, like, full time to listen to the whole album. I did listen to Shalala, and I absolutely love it. I think Taeyong did a great job. I'll talk a little more about my thoughts on it too, whenever the albums that I pre-order come in. So far, it seems like the ones that I pre-ordered from K-Town have said that they are ready to ship, so we'll see if they ship out or if we have the same issue, because the order that I have is still saying that it's on shipping, but it's been saying that for a couple weeks now, so at least this other one is ready to ship. Maybe this one will get shipped to me faster than what I ordered in April. But yeah, I saw someone say on TikTok that it's the most Neo City solo that could have Neo City'd, and I was like, that is very true. Taeyong is truly the embodiment of NCT. I think that I've enjoyed all the solos, so I kind of made the assumption that this one was going to be good, and I was not disappointed. And I love seeing all the Instagram stories this morning about everyone getting their signed albums, at least Johnny, Doyoung, Jungwoo, and Jaehyun, because they went and saw his showcase in person because they were able to, and how he gave them like little special messages tailored to each of them that I thought was super nice. I mean, that's really the epitome of Taeyong, though. He cares a lot about his numbers, and they also care a lot about him, so it was cool seeing them support him. And I'm excited to watch the challenge videos that they present after this, since I saw that Jungwoo was really excited to film the challenge first, because he already knew all the choreo. But yeah, that's just my quick little wrap-up thoughts on the album, and I'll go into more details once the album's out here, because I have more time to actually listen to everything, have some thoughts on the B-sides and the other tracks that I really enjoy, if you guys are all interested, and then we can, you know, flip through the photo books and do everything else fun with the unboxing. But for now, I'm just gonna sit here and paint in silence. This will probably just be fast-forwarded. Kind of bounce, bow, wow, wow, wow. These numbers are hard to paint over in the first coat, so that's fine. Just You guys probably won't be able to tell what I'm saying, so I'm assuming that I'm just going to fast forward this. But I think fun trick to making paint my numbers look even better than they would is to not be afraid to let the colors overlap. Especially if you're like me and you're planning on going back in with a second coat here and there. It's much better to let them overlap than to have any sort of space or anything between the lines. So I think that's some liberties you can take whenever you are painting a paint by numbers. Because overall, you'll just get a more finished look. And then even if you paint over and it looks a little sloppy at the very end, you can always go in and detail it. It doesn't matter if you're using the proper color or just one that kind of matches. You can always go in and do some more detail work after. And while I don't like the numbers show through, it is actually useful when you want to redo a spot because you can at least tell what the number is right away. Flip side to that is you don't have to search for it. You don't have to search for it on the guide. But still, the guide's very useful for that. So. Like every art channel that I've watched on YouTube always goes, oh, this camera angle so hard to paint from. And I've been like, oh yeah, that's it. But I don't think I've ever actually felt like that until now. And I'm like, yeah, it's a bit weird to try to paint at this angle. I see it. I see the weirdness. I understand. Here, another trick, if you're able to hear my voice and understand what I'm saying. If you're ever kind of searching, you're doing like color, I'm doing number 7 right now, and trying to figure out where it's at, a simple little trick is you can kind of see like this dark red is a very common place to find these 7s at. And in that sense, when I'm looking for it and try to look around where the dark red is, see if I can see more 7s that need to be colored. It's a color pattern recognition. You guys are probably spotting more 7s that I'm not, since you're seeing it at such a more zoomed in positioning. Okay, if you see another 7, we're just gonna live with that. We're not gonna paint this at that moment. Okay, next one I use is 23.
Spotify playing in the other room, so I can hear it just gently in here. I can hear it just enough. And it was playing Taeyong's album, because I've been here long enough now that I heard it switch to Perfume, and then it switched to Golden Hour. Like one of my current most played NCT songs, and it's just playing those. We live in a world that constantly tries to take you away from you. Everyone's being everyone but themselves when I'm around. But what does that mean? I really don't know. I'm going to water now because I don't know how to do this with that. I'm stressed. Apparently we're not cooking phase of music, because now it's playing Jessie. Cold-blooded. Cooking. Cooking up innuendos. Okay. Let's zoom out a little. Just obliterate that number. Probably doesn't matter all that much. Can always just do a touch up later. If it even feels like it's missing something over here. Now it's playing Rover by Ty. Hopefully his service is going well, even with all the EXO stuff that is going on, and I hope and wish the best for Baekhyun and Chen and Shuin. We'll leave that to CBX. I feel like it's like all that I can really see. Yeah, I have a high level of respect for EXO. I really like their music. I love Baekhyun's solo work especially. I haven't gone into listen to the other members' solo stuff. But hopefully this is a step in the right direction as well. If SM can just, you know, be not such a shitty company. Now it's playing Boom by NCT Dream. Got that boom, 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 boom. Okay, I think I'm taking one more color before we take this into the other room. We'll do number 8. And with this, we can at least get a start on 8. I don't know how far it goes. Seeing some spots with it. Ugh. It's much better coverage than the dark colors. I think that's the thing with paint a lot of times. I think it's weird coverage across the board, but it feels like sometimes we just can't get the darker pigments direct, and it comes out a lot thinner. I think I apply a lot more layers in order to get it to look like anything. As someone who only has a Baby Yoda Rodu paint by numbers, I think the skin and everything looks okay. Because, you know, you can get away with Rodu looking a little weird, I guess, if you need to, seeing as he is green. But I don't have the paint by numbers I've done of a human. So, you know, I just hope that this comes out at the end and it seems like it's, you know, the right colors and everything. Now it's playing New Axis from NCT Universe. Not playing Kiss from Doja Jung. Feels so good. You are L-I-P-S your lips. I wanna kiss your lips. You are L-I-P-S your lips. Kiss. I wanna kiss your lips. Go. Tighter. There's some overlapping over here. Okay, we'll overlap some photos. Don't know. Maybe we just. That feels like it could just be a hat. Oh, but this is his eyebrow, so maybe we should pull it up and then I can always cover it if I don't like that. There we go. Now it's playing Child by Mark. Oh, yeah. No. So I'm trying to spend this day just like. And now just playing Jet from SMCU Palace. I'm gonna pick you up in my jet. I thought that you guys can easily see. I guess my last color that I'm gonna paint on camera. Can you hear the song that's playing? Now it's playing glitch mode. Drop everything slow. Glitch mode. Search that. This is Round and Round is playing now from NCTU Universe album. Going round and round and round. Now it's playing super slowly. Now it's playing Birthday by 10. Then I was self-intro because I want it all. And I'm gonna make you feel like tonight's your birthday. Everything's much better just the way you want it. You're the best, you're the best, best place. We don't need to wait. Let's wait tonight's your birthday. That's so deep, baby. Fluttering like a deep inside an ocean. cosplaying mask from Kepler. And fantasy. Okay, but for now, that's all I see for that color. I'm seeing that my water is now cloudy. I think that'll be it. And then the next update that you guys did, I feel like this will be, much farther along. I left a lot of the big spaces. I find that seeing those more up close is gonna be better. So I think next time at least I'm gonna have all the background done and probably most of his face. So I kind of want to get the face in there so I can decide how I like it. But I think it's looking really good so far. So I'm really excited to see how this all turns out. You can really see the hat come together very well with the colors and stuff. So I'm pleased with it, and I hope it turns out well at the end. So woohoo! See you in the next clip. Goodbye.
Okay, I think for now, that's all I see for that color. And seeing that my water is now cloudy. I think that'll be it. And then the next update that you guys get, I feel like this will be, much farther along. I left a lot of the big spaces. So I find that seeing those more up close is gonna be better. So I think next time I'm at least gonna have all the background done and probably most of his face, because I kind of want to get the face in there so I can decide how I like it. But I think it's looking really good so far, so I'm really excited to see how this all turns out. You can really see the hat coming together very well with the colors and stuff. So I'm pleased with it, and I hope it turns out well at the end. So woohoo, see you in the next clip. Goodbye. Hey everyone, welcome to clip number 3 of the paint by numbers. I slowed down so I started noticing all the numbers that are visible down here, but that is okay. So this is 100% covered, plus there is we could say 20% additions. So little things like I pulled out a darker color and I outlined the staff a little bit. I did a little outline down here. I outlined the heart. I did some on the eye. I adjusted his eyes some. I did a little on his face. I did his nose, and I used the shading that was there, and then realized in a photo, his nose is actually incorrect. A couple of things are incorrect. So what I did was, I took a photo on my phone, and I can't show you it at this exact moment, but what I will do is, I will 100% insert a clip of the photo on my phone here to show you. I took a photo of on my phone, and then before I went to bed last night, I went into the markup tool and I color swatched different colors from here, and then I marked up the photo so I kind of go over it and correct it and get ideas to what I want to do later, which will be now. So I wanted to show you it because this is as good as I can show you with what they gave me, just one coat of paint, as good as it gets for what I did now, and as close as I can show you to what it would look like if you did no adjustments. Now I did go in as well and add some more white into here because this part of the hat was super just pink and red. And in the photo, it was definitely more white. And I understand they only had the ability to posterize to 30 colors. So I get that. I mean, in theory, they only posterized to 29, but maybe they didn't see a big enough change to go up to 30. But anyways, being a bit of an artist, I enjoy doing the paint, and I just noticed I didn't color this one at all, so how fun. We'll make sure to do that. But I enjoy doing the first layer of paint, and then I like going in and kind of tweaking it, improving it. So his nose will look different. He's gonna get another tooth, I'm gonna add some black into his eye, so I feel like he could use some more color. I'm gonna make sure this other piece of this is better. Gonna darken his eyebrow. I don't know, I feel like the image that I gave them, while it was pretty good, felt like they put it through some sort of color filter, maybe to reduce the amount of colors, and it made patches like this was just pure white, so I added a little bit of like a yellowy color, and I didn't really like that, so I tried to add some more of the skin color, so I think it's just a little bit messy. So I'm just gonna spend some time cleaning it up, and I will come back after it's cleaned up and you'll get to see it. So I want to use my phone and the markup image that I did to use as reference. But when I come back, it's gonna look much better. It's gonna look really good. So I think from what they gave me, it was good, but I think I can just improve on it. So if you were someone who bought one of these and you were not going to edit it after the fact, I think as long as you went back through and just did a second coat over these numbers, it'd be perfect. I am just someone who wants it to be a little bit more involved than that. So in that process, I'm just gonna do some painting on my own time right now. And then I'll be right back to you guys once that is over. So I will see you guys in just a second. And here is the last clip of this paint by number. There's actually been quite a few changes and a couple of last minute changes. I actually went to film this part, and then I was a bit curious as to what this part was on him, because I was kind of assuming it was skin with like the necklace, but I didn't really want to have to deal with trying to paint skin and a necklace and all that kind of stuff after kind of touching up almost everything. So because of that, I had just painted it white. And then I looked in the music video and saw that it was more of like a white shirt with some like pink fuchsia colors and stuff, and then he had a necklace on top. So I could probably clean up the purple if I wanted to make it more like connected, but as if the purple itself is the necklace. But I did add the little border of pink around the shirt. I did some liberties with the other part of his shirt. I know it had a little bit of a floral pattern on it, and the way that the paint by numbers had done it, which I understand they're limited on color, but they had done it where it was like just shades of white, which is a pain if you've ever done a paint by number. So instead, I put in little flowers and then added some more white around it and stuff. I also added some like gentle outlining, so a little more definition here and there sporadically. I colored in the bear. I didn't even realize that was a bear until I saw the photo, and I was like, oh my god, it looks like a bear. But I didn't know that I was painting a bear. I adjusted the staff a little. I added the little like horn things. The staff does have some thing that's holding the eyeball in, but I like the idea that it's like little devil horns. Got the heart, did some more to his eye to make his eye look a bit more like sharp, adjusted his nose. The biggest win, the biggest payoff has been the hat. There was a lot of stuff that I did on the hat, and I think overall it really makes the hat look fluffy. Did some more like small adjustments here and there, and I think I'm really happy with it. I fixed up his face, just made it a little bit smoother. I pulled up the photo that I used when I purchased this, so I was able to use that as reference for a little bit more of the shading. So you could call it paint by numbers with additional stuff on top of it. But I think overall, I would recommend doing the paint by numbers. I think paint by numbers itself gives you about 75 to 80% of what you want. And then if you're artsy or you want to go in and just try to cover up and like adjust, it's very easy to do so. And if you're not and you're just happy with how the paint by numbers comes out, which I think comes out really well most of the time, then that's also all good. I would say in the future, this is just my recommendation if you guys ever tried this, is I would actually adjust the image itself and make it a little bit more contrasty, do some adjustments, pull out the colors I want more. So whenever they did it, they don't just blow out parts of his face and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I'm super excited to put this on my wall. I am going to paint the sides. I'm not painting it yet, and I've decided that's probably because of the it's like tiredness that you feel after you finish one of these. You know, it's super rewarding to get it done. I think it looks great. It's a new piece of art on my wall. It's an image that I can't easily get a poster of or anything, but there is some fatigue that comes in, and that's probably why I did not paint the other one after I finished it. But I do think I'm going to use the like purpley fuchsia color and just put that around the edge of the canvas. So I'll take it off my wall, I think, next week and do that. And other than that, I do have the other one of Jaehyun, and if I don't start it this week, I'm definitely going to start next week. But if anything, you guys won't see the video until next week. And when I get the video up and done, you'll be able to check out that one as well. But I did not know that you could custom order paint by numbers, and I'm pretty happy that I did order this one. So yeah, and also support Taeyong's comeback, support his solo. I've been listening to Shalala. I think of Shalala. Shalala is, of course, a standout. I love Virtual Insanity. I love 404, File Not Found. I love Ruby. I love, is it Guando? And what else is there? Is that all the songs? I feel like there's one more, but maybe I don't love it because I cannot remember it. But anyways, go listen to his solo album. Check it out. I'll have those albums sent to me. I ordered from Apple Music, from MateStar, and K-Town. So I'll be getting pops and stuff from all of those because Taeyong just has a special place in my heart when it comes to being a N citizen. I feel like a lot of us feel the same way. You know, he shoulders a lot of burden of the group, especially being the leader of everyone. So I think it would be fun to support him, and he did a great job. I had a lot of faith that his album would be amazing, so I pre-ordered it a couple of different places. So yeah, when I get that in the mail, I'll be opening that up. Eventually I'll open up Taeyong's NCT, what is it, W Japan magazine? W Korea? I think, or L Japan. Eventually I'll be opening up that magazine, you know, when K-Town eventually decides to ship my package. Hopefully they'll ship this other package sooner, because the one that had that Taeyong's albums in it, everything else is already in stock. I'll have BI's album. I will have the platform version for Zykers, so hopefully something will come from K-Town. But if not, we'll just have fun, and I will do another one of these, maybe some photo card sorting, just something. Maybe I will do a wall tour. Just general wall tour, and like tour of my new little pegboard that I have in here, and just kind of, you know, showing the wall that I keep mentioning. But yeah, thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will leave a link to the company that I used for this. I think there was a couple of them, but I'll leave a link to the company I used for this. Once again, it was, I believe, $17.99. There might have been a 5% off coupon. I think there was, but overall with tats and everything, it was about $35 for both of them. So I would recommend it if you're at all interested in getting an idol, you know, that you want an image of, but you can't find it. You just want to do some fun art project, and I feel like this art project is always less thinky, just more paint with the numbers. So yeah, I hope you guys check it out. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.